When's the last time you used this word? Empathy, sympathy, antipathy, and apathy. On today's Etymology Monday, we will discuss the history of these words and their beginnings. Have you ever noticed that empathy, sympathy, antipathy, and apathy all sound alike? Well, that's because they are. They all trace back to ancient Greek word pathos, meaning feeling, emotion, or suffering. Once you know that, the prefix pretty much tells the whole story. Let's start with sympathy. The prefix sim basically means to be together. So sympathy literally means that you feel with someone. Imagine a friend losing a loved one, and you may not know exactly what they're experiencing, but you can feel that you can feel them. Your heart goes out to them. That's sympathy. Now, let's jump over to empathy, which is kind of similar to it. The prefix M, which basically is Greek for in or inside, basically means that you feel what someone else is experiencing. You're not just acknowledging their emotions, you're trying to understand them from their perspective or, for a moment, kind of stepping in their shoes. But then that's when the words take a different direction. Antipathy basically means anti or to be against or oppose. So antipathy basically means to be against something or someone. It's more than simply just disliking, it's kind of a deep aversion or a strong hostility to something. You might even say he has an antipathy toward dishonesty, meaning he's an intense dislike for it. And finally, apathy. The prefix a means without or lacking. So apathy literally means without feeling. Not necessarily cruel or mean, just emotionless, detached in that regard, or detached rather. Someone experiencing apathy sees what's happening around them, but have kind of lost all interest or motivation, don't really care. So the best way to remember all four is sympathy, I feel you; empathy, I feel what you're feeling; antipathy, I feel against you or against the idea; apathy, I don't feel anything at all. As a fun fact, empathy is actually one of the newer words, unlike the others, which all trace back to ancient Greek and such. The English word empathy basically wasn't coined until the early 1900s, and it was created as a translation for the German word Einfühlung, or meaning feeling into, which was originally used to describe like art, but eventually it was more applied to emotion. So, anyway, as I close, these four words that come from pathos, depending on how you say it, all involve our emotions and they shape how we relate to the world. So once you kind of have an understanding of roots and how vocabulary, begins, and it's not, it's not random, it makes it a lot easier to remember over time. So with that being said, I'm just trying to expand your vocabulary.